You're okay, yeah? He suddenly is whispering, your mom's not home, right? No. Why? Jungkook looked up at him. It's nothing. Let's go into your room. Taehyung gets situated, sitting at Jungkook's desk, as he sits cross-legged on his bed. So, basically, I kinda greened out in the bathroom, and Jimin and his friends found me, but they didn't do anything bad. And he looked at Jungkook, who was aimlessly staring at him. Oh, that's it? Whatever, let's get this work done. It's senior year. Jungkook is now also popular. He's a total charmer, as the girls say. Taehyung's still smoking and doing whatever he's doing. At least he isn't failing. Hey, Jungkook waved at a friend and turned on his heel and was met face to face with Taehyung. Hey, Jungkook practically jumped, and his eyes were wide as saucers, and he backed up, catching his breath. Hi, Taehyung. Jungkook noticed he was wearing his glasses again. At least you're free tonight, right? A wave of weed blows over Jungkook's face. You seriously need to stop it with smoking absolute weed. Jungkook shoves his face out of his. Are you free or not? Taehyung proceeds to ask his question again. No, I'm gonna be studying. Go smoke with your friends. Jungkook swats the air so he doesn't smell like weed. Fine, see you. Taehyung left. Not even later? Whatever. Hey, Jungkook, your friend is calling. Ho-sung shows Jungkook his phone, lit across the screen. He sweeps the screen. Hello, hi, Jungkook. It was Jimin. What is it now? Your little boyfriend? He's not my boyfriend. Get straight to the point, Jimin. Fine. I think he's overdosed. And what do you think you're doing? Get him to the hospital? God. I'll be there. Jungkook hung up in a fury. He packed his stuff and left with no explanation. Taehyung, wake up, come on now. Jungkook shook him, waiting for him to respond. Tough luck. Didn't he ask you to come over today? Jimin snickers, knowing Jungkook set himself up. What was it even? Well, you guys are friends, right? Obviously. Jimin got up from leaning on the wall. Jungkook got up and sighed. Thanks, Jimin, for not trying to beat me up, but you can leave now. He just shrugged, walking out like he was waiting for him to stay it. Jungkook had to leave. It was past visitor time. The doctor informed Jungkook that Taehyung is in a coma. Taehyung is still very conscious, but they are trying to prevent any more substance to go to his brain. All of that drug did in fact go straight to his brain and fried it. The same goes with his lungs. Jungkook. Is everything okay? Why do you leave so suddenly? Last night Yoonse walks up to his side, clutching a bag, staring adamantly at him. Whoa, back up. First of all, Jungkook raised his hands, trying not to shove her out of the way. Sorry, I'm just worried for you. Yeah, right. Jungkook thought, biting on his inner cheek. It was so obvious that Yoonse was in love with him. Everyone knew whether or not they wanted to. She was always clinging to his side, probably one of the downsides of being good-looking. Nothing happened. My mom got mad and sorry about your boyfriend. Jimin's head is tilted, and his hand is resting on his shoulder. Jungkook doesn't hesitate to throw his arm off. Yoonse looks at him. Boyfriend, friend. Jimin's a gay freak. He's into calling his friends that. Jungkook gave her a blank stare. He tried his best to ignore Jimin. He had already gone through so much, and now Yoonse, being in front of him, puts way more onto his plate. Whatever, tell Taehyung I say hi when you go back. Bye. Jimin waves with 2 fingers. Cringe. Will do. Jungkook sighed. As I was saying, boyfriend? Taehyung Yoonse squints at him in confusion. What? Jungkook tugs on his backpack strap, raising an eyebrow. You never told me you were friends with Taehyung. I listen, Yoonse, What do you want from me? We can stay friends and still talk like normal people, or you can get off and tell me how you feel, Jungkook. What, excuse me? Yoonse was taken aback. I'm not riding. Sure, I like you, but the way you worded it makes me wanna vomit on you right now. Is that really how you see me look, Yoonse? Right now I'm too goddamn busy for you and I have to watch someone else right now. Jungkook pinches his nose bridge in frustration. And who is that? Huh? You want to tell me to stop riding you, but you got another wife out of the same one I ride? Who is it? Yoonse was yelling now. People were looking at them. It's none of your business. Why are you so interested in me? Just because we know each other doesn't mean we're destined. It was annoying Jungkook for so long. It was like a blessing in disguise for him to say that. Oh my god. Can you not? Can you not just answer a simple question? What are you? Why do you suddenly have selective hearing? Jungkook bites his tongue. Okay, fine, it's Taehyung. He's in a coma and I'm watching over him. I have no time for a girlfriend and including school. So if you wanna, Yoonse slapped his face in a fit, tears already spilling out of her eyes. You're such a sobs and storms off, knowing they won't ever talk. Jungkook sits down, staring at his desk, realizing his reputation is tainted. Knowing Yoonse will might as well go out and run her mouth around the town, spilling Jungkook's cake. Jungkook shouldn't have even spoke up. Jungkook sits still at the end of Taehyung's hospital bed, still out cold. What should he do? Taehyung, his only hope. Hey kid, it's time, you gotta leave. A male nurse walks in, staring at Jungkook. Fine. I won't be visiting for a long time, so if he wakes up please, message me, here's my number. Jungkook walks off. It's been a week already, and Jungkook has no idea on how Taehyung doing. He has to pay attention in school. Majority of his friends have left him, besides those crazy girls. Hey, Jungkook, Taehyung's awake. Jimin, who shows a photo of Taehyung posing with a peace sign and Jimin sticking out his tongue. Idiot. Jungkook stands up, looking at the photo closer, his heart beating once more. Finally, God, Jungkook sat back down, smiling to himself. It's been a week since Taehyung got out of his coma. He's been doing well, same goes with Jungkook. But the thing is, Taehyung is still doing drugs. Even through all the pleas and cries Jungkook did to make him stop, never made him do anything. Please? Taehyung. Jungkook is flat out crying. He's on his knees, sobbing, snot slipping out of his nose. Stop it, he hits his leg. Jungkook, get up, please. You're making yourself look like a fool. Taehyung pities him. He's surely a great friend. Are you gonna stop? This is the second time you greened out. Please, stop it. Jungkook sniffles, crumpling his hands into fists. Yes. I'll stop. I'll throw everything away, for you. Taehyung smiles, his hand on Jungkook's cheek. The moment was awkward, thinking back on it, but Jungkook cried out again, rubbing his face on Taehyung's shoulder, snot and tears on his sleeve. The fall air was slipping into Jungkook's brain as he stepped off the bus. Jungkook and Taehyung ride two different buses. It's because they're in two different departments. Also, because Taehyung has afternoon classes. Meaning, Jungkook wakes up alone and walks alone until lunch. It was kind of lonely at some point, but Jungkook didn't mind it, at least not right now. Jungkook scans his student ID and opens the door. The smell of old musty books fills his nose. He continued to walk straight until he took a right, a colorful, widespread mural against the white brick wall. The classroom door clicked open, and he smiled when someone waved softly at him. Hwang Hyunjin. Jungkook. You're here. Sit, Chan says, scooting one seat down so he can sit between Chan and Hyunjin. The room was quiet, the noise of paper rustling and keys on the keyboard clacking. Hyunjin, you want to eat lunch together again? Jungkook offers, chin resting on the palm of his hand. Sure, Hyunjin says, back straightening, making his loose bangs fall onto his face. He takes a sip of water from the straw. Jungkook had to restrain the urge to brush the loose hair to the side. Okay, sounds good. Jungkook shrugs and turns around in his seat, staring at the professor's desk. He couldn't focus, his heart going at a spastic pace, his fingertips feeling fuzzy and warm. He can't believe it was this easy talking to someone so beautiful. If someone had to describe how having a real crush on someone, this is how it would feel. Hyunjin and Jungkook met in this particular class, and the reason why is because Hyunjin overheard Jungkook discussing to Chan how there's no cute fruity guys in the school, making Hyunjin walk over and talk to them. They exchanged numbers, called till 12 a.m., sleeping over the phone, hearts with texts, constant bickering, and so much more. It feels surreal to Jungkook. Hey, class is over. Jungkook, hurry up. Hyunjin nudges him with an open hand. His glasses fell down on his nose bridge. A waft of cologne falls over Jungkook, meaning Hyunjin was leaving. He jumps up and follows Hyunjin. The lunch bell rings for Jungkook. He stretches, and his arm goes around Hyunjin's shoulder. Ready, it's food. Of course I am. Hyunjin scoffed, pulling Jungkook in closer by tugging on his waist. His hands playfully brushed his skin under his shirt. Jungkook felt shocked, letting him do whatever. Yeah, Jungkook quips, voice airy like the wind in him was punched out of his lungs. Hey, Taehyung is suddenly next to them, Hyunjin's hand still standing its ground. Oh, Taehyung, what class did you come from? Jungkook feeling giddy as Hyunjin pulls him in even more, being able to smell Hyunjin's cologne even more. It's musk making Jungkook's brain waver. Same class as you. Taehyung's bangs covered his eyes, stripes of blonde scattered somewhere in his brunette hair. He wasn't amused, his attention off of him. Jungkook doesn't know why, but he feels bile burn in the back on his throat. What's going on? Cookie. Let's get in line. Hyunjin tugs him away from Taehyung. Jungkook could feel his face burn up from the nickname, ears bright red. A wash of coldness runs over him, Taehyung's agitated gaze. Lunch was awkward. Taehyung eventually gave up on talking to Jungkook, his head down for the remaining time. But during the middle of lunch, he got up and picked up a call with a smile. Jungkook was about to get up, but Hyunjin's handed firmly on his thigh, surprising Jungkook. What's going on? Okay, see you later, Hyung, Jungkook called out with a sweet undertone in his voice. He could hear Taehyung let out, making Jungkook's skin itch. Yeah, bye, remember to call me. A smug, unreadable stare Hyunjin gave, making Taehyung tug on his wrist. So Taehyung speaks up. His hood now on, giving him a mysterious look to him. So what? Jungkook twirls on his heels, staring contentedly into Taehyung's eyes. You and Hyunjin, oh. We're talking, I think it's going well for us. Oh, cool, his voice unamused. Yeah, so, I'm gonna. Taehyung shoved Jungkook to the side, tugging on his arm and dragging him to the opposite side of the building. Why do you even bother talking to that? Taehyung practically yelled out, still gripping on his wrist. People started to stare, but they didn't care. Jungkook creases his brows in despair. He yanks his arm away from him. I can do whatever I want, you. Jungkook mumbled and stared at the floor. He noticed Taehyung started to walk away. He automatically looked up and followed after him through the doors and stopped him from going anywhere further. He whispers, I'm sorry, and threw his arms around him, kissing him. Taehyung was shocked. He didn't even move. But once Jungkook backed away, he followed his lips, grabbing his head, chasing after them quickly, weaving their lips back together. Like last night, Jungkook's hand creeped into Taehyung's hair, tugging on it, making his mouth open wider for him. Suddenly, Taehyung got self-conscious, pushing Jungkook away. Also, that's what Jungkook thought. Until Jungkook was being guided to the bathroom. The stall door clicked, and no one else was here. It was about time that students were only in the library, studying. They had to make it quick.